Hello, and thank you for stopping by. Today I have this Bolens push mower as a 22-inch deck, side discharge, and it's the Briggs Stratton 500 series. This video is another one of my trash or treasure videos. I picked this up off Craigslist, and you can see the body's in decent shape. The deck is solid. Little scuffs here. The wheels aren't beat up, and the situation with this, they went to start it and it's a no start. They just want to get rid of it. So it wasn't far. I went to pick it up. It has compression. I pulled that cord a few times. That's not the issue. I didn't check it out while I was there. Okay. Let's see. Looks like it's got plenty of oil. It can use oil. That could be a bad thing. Either it's burning oil, or maybe they just tipped it over and they messed it up that way. It's got oil. Let's look underneath. Okay. The deck isn't. Let me disconnect the spark plug. Okay, the blade's in good shape. I'm looking to see if there were any big nicks in this blade. Okay, because at times somebody will hit something hard, a brick, a pipe, a stump, and stump wouldn't necessarily let you know, but if they hit a brick with this or something, it could break the shaft pin. But this looks like it's okay. Let's see. It's fairly clean underneath, so this was clean from time to time. It came from a property that had a fairly decent yard. Get this off. So the blade's in good shape, the deck's in good shape, we have compression. I want to see if this is flooded with oil. No, clean filter. Okay, the springs are all in. Wait, what do we have here? Let's see. Okay, the springs are all intact. All right, well, got gas in it. Gas smells fresh. All right, this is what I do know. One, doesn't start. The blade is good underneath. The deck is solid. Spark plug. This might be an original plug. I'm going to pull this plug. I'm going to check it to see if it has spark. If it has spark, then I'm going to go to the carburetor. I'm going to spray some fresh gas in here and see if it sputters when I pull on the cord. If it sputters, then I know it's something with this tank. I'll remove this tank, clean it out, and we'll take a look at the gaskets underneath between the carburetor and the tank itself. I don't have a tripod for this camera, so I can't show you the steps as I do them, but after the spark is done, I'm going to spray the gas in. If it sputters when I spray the gas in, when I take this tank and carburetor off, I'll show you how I get that off. As soon as I get these two items taken care of, I'll be back.
I checked for spark and there wasn't any spark at all. Now I'm going to remove this cover by removing a couple of bolts and the cowling on the sides over here, and this cowling comes right off. Generally, I'll find that a mouse chewed this wire, but this wire is in decent shape. The gap between this coil and the flywheel, it looks like there isn't any gap. So I'm going to check that, and also right there. And also, I'm going to remove this coil to remove this kill wire. Now, sometimes this wire will have a short in it and it just won't start because it's doing what it should do, kill the spark. But in this case, it might be killing it when we don't want it to. So there's two bolts. There's one right here. Right here. This is where the gap should be, also right there. I'm holding this camera. I don't have a tripod to show this other bolt. Be careful removing these bolts when they're rusty like this. They'll break off sometimes. And I'm going to use a business card to set the gap. Now I'm going to take this off, remove that wire, and put it back on and gap it. Here's that kill wire, and I'll see if we have spark with this kill wire off. See it right here. This is how I gap it. Let me get this into view. Okay, I have the business card right in there. Turn the flywheel to where the magnet touches the coil. Loosen the bolts, and that'll pull the coil right to the magnet. Tighten the bolts, spin the flywheel, pull the card out, and your gap is set. Now we'll see if we have spark. I just want to point this out. It has nothing to do with the ignition, but
this is made out of plastic and it's replaceable. If this is cracked, it has to be replaced. All right, Phyllis, if you can hold that. And I'm going to start. Do you see the spark plug? Hold it on that plug down there. Okay, where's the wire? I got to hold this with 2 hands. And I did this before and I got some shock. Phyllis said that you didn't see the spark on the camera. This plug has to be changed. I don't have this one in stock, but I do have this one here. It's not the right plug to go in there, but you'll see a better spark with this one. Get it right on, like over there on that tip. Okay, let me start this first, and then you just bring it in close. If I start it the other way. Oh. Ready? Okay, we have spark. Now I have to see if we have spark with this kill wire connected. I'm gonna have to take this off again. Oh, and before you do this, did it blow over? That storm might have blown over. Before you do this and have this spinning, you have to have the bail connected, because you do have the brake back here. Now I connected that wire for the kill switch, and we'll see if we still get spark. Got that, Phil? Okay. Again, I'm not recommending that you do this. Okay, we have spark. So now I'm going to clean this up, put it all back together, and hopefully it was just a gap that wasn't set right on this. If not, like I said, the next step is the carburetor. We'll empty this gas and we'll take it from there. Okay, well, Phyllis had to go in, but I did get this started. I sprayed some brake cleaner in here. Normally I would use carburetor cleaner, but I was out of it. I don't use starter fluid. I sprayed some brake cleaner in the carburetor, put that drill back up here. She started up. I let it run a couple seconds. There's no way for this to cool itself down. Shut it off. Tried it again. Started again. But when I was pumping this, if you look in here, the right angle, there we go. Gas should be squirting right out of here at the end of this red rod. See this? Right down there. And I noticed when I was pressing the primer bulb, nothing was coming out. It does now. And the only thing I could figure, there must have been a little bit of blockage in there. And when I started this up and let it run, it sucked it through. So I still have to clean out this carburetor, and to take this tank off, it's really simple. You have a bolt over here. You have this bolt, this little bolt over here to take off, and you have to be careful when you're pulling this carb out. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm just going to put this together, clean it up, and see if it runs when I cut grass, and that'll be a wrap for now. So let me get this together and make sure it's going to start with the pull start. All right, I have this mower put together. I'm going to start it up. This is about the thickest part of the grass I have. I didn't cut here when I mowed with the tractor last time around. I didn't move these items around, and we'll see how it does. Well, not bad for a half-hour trip. About an hour worth of playing around with it. I got a mower that I know I could sell this for 100, 125 on Facebook, but the mowers I use to do all my trimming are really in bad shape. They're the ones that I wouldn't sell to anybody. I wouldn't give to anybody. There's safety features that don't work on them and other items. And my wife always wants to help me trim around the house, but I don't like her using the mowers that I have. So this mower here, everything works on it. The safety works on it. It stops as soon as you let go of the bail. It's got a good blade. I should get a couple of years of use out of this. And there's nothing that says I love you like a mower. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments or questions, be sure to post them down below. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, give it a like. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to get my new videos as I upload them. Until next time, everyone, stay safe.